brought you here?
Well, my daughter did ISTA, and she's a big champion of like opening it up and stretching your boundaries, and I think she could just really see for me, like a lot of my inhibitions and kind of what holds me back from fully inhabiting my feminine self and my body in particular. And so she just championed us coming here, and I'm so glad she did.
And it was very organic. I think it was maybe like the Monday before the Friday of the workshop that we found out about it and had to decide in an hour, like, are you going to do this or not? And it was at first challenging to say, well, this really feels like it's organic and it's what's supposed to happen.
And so, did you have any apprehensions about what was going to happen here?
I had a lot. I mean, I cried copious tears of just, I don't know if I can do this. I don't even know what it is, but I don't know if I can do it.
I had some apprehension. I felt like if it was about sex and intimacy, I'm all in. But with some woundings, it still was very challenging for me if I put my head there. But I wanted to be positive and just keep saying I'm all into this. So.
And I will say, having distinguished now within this weekend the whole idea of the man being the shaman, like Rich really showed up for me that way when we were talking about coming. Like I was sobbing, and he looked at me and he held my hand and he said, "You're safe, I'm here for you." He really showed up in exactly the ways that you're now making very conscious for us. And that actually was probably the big turning point for me in coming. And I really want to acknowledge that. That was amazing.
What I really learned was to be present in the moment and just trust that and just sink into the positivity of believing in what's supposed to happen and being in the moment.
And you and Lori really model powerful presence and powerful transparency and authenticity and your humanness, you know, like the exquisite combination of your humanness and your incredible gifts, and that they are in combination and stand side by side, and that's actually the gift in a way. That we don't have to be perfect, and we don't have to just be our wounded self either, you know.
The incredible love in the workshop and the deep wanting to bring the message to humanity that we are all one and that we deserve love and that we are love.
What would you say is the biggest thing you're taking home with you from the Extraordinary Lovers experience?
Well, I think there's so many things, because there's just certain skills, conflict resolution skills, and creating a sacred bubble around us. I mean, I could list all those things, but I would say the big thing that I came for and that I feel like I am taking home is that I've never fully inhabited my female body, and I feel like I am. I feel like there's more, but I feel like I broke down the wall that was between me and myself and my sacred feminine, and that's what I wanted. I don't think I ever thought it was possible. I don't even think until I came to this workshop that I would have been able to formulate that. So, almost like if you'd never tasted chocolate, you couldn't say you longed for chocolate because you wouldn't know what you were missing. And I feel like that's been my experience here in so many ways. And the other thing I just want to say, I guess, is a huge takeaway is that, which I shared already, is that the whole idea of bringing presence back to our intimacy and you and Lori model that so powerfully and teach that so well. And then to share that with you, to really share that with you, it brought back where we started in our relationship. It was incredible. It was incredible.
And for me, the biggest takeaway was to know that I can show up in the moment and to sink into that. Just all there is this next moment. And to be there with love and to be there with my beloved is, everybody deserves this. And if you come to the workshop, this is what you will take away.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been such a pleasure having you here.
Been our pleasure too. And, thank you for doing the work.